Everyone, it's Adrian or GM Cameras. Sorry about the audio. I'm 90% sure it's going to be quite dodgy, but I am recording on a new device, a little 1080p camera. So hopefully it'll be good quality, but the audio on it is, well, needless to say, a little bit dodgy. I am also going to be moving around a little bit because I have some stuff to show you. The first being, obviously, the nice MP7 toy that I have spray painted bling gold. It's got a bit of a coat on it as well. You can sort of see a few things that I've learned along the way. They are definitely a lot better than, say, one of the first ones I did, where I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it, but the paint is a little cracked, didn't get some places, chipped off here and there. Luckily this one actually broke. The back part sort of came off as well, although that sort of slides on and off. But the iron side sort of chipped off and everything as well. So it wasn't a total loss. That was the first one that I ever did to test out with these blings. There was an M4A1 that I did as well. The MP7's finally the last one. So there are a few things that needed to be fixed up on a little bit, like obviously just on under and on the front of the well, I guess the barrel and the body chamber. Some of these little gaps should have been filled in, and the screw holes could have been sort of filled up a little bit better. But I think that came out quite well. I'm happy with the, I guess, blingness of it. It's not fully shine, but it's definitely gold. You can tell it's gold. So the gold that I used for that was just the White Knight, super gold, brilliant shine, fast drying. It definitely does dry fast. And there goes the train. I love trains, good stuff. Always good times. We then covered it with a little bit of the Squirts Quick Dry Gloss Enamel. So, you know, they were better than something else that was sort of advised to me that I used on the first one. Just this mixture here. I honestly can't even remember what's fully in it. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I then also did a nice like camo-ish style green on one of the toy parts here. You can sort of see a bit of battle damage on that as well. That's purely just from it not being, you know, second coated, I guess is the best way for that. Pretty much only got one coat and no clear covering on it. So that was the satin enamel. I even did one, where did I put it here? Just to try out some of, oh man, this one is dusty. Little tiny toy P90. Wow, it still actually works. And lights up at the front. Definitely not full size, but what are you going to do? Just to try a bit of the, like the camo spray pattern. So, you know, that was first go, first shot, and that worked fine. So, you know, bit of cream touch paint, bit of Kilrose top coat, simple stuff, and obviously quick dry, flat enamel, bit of black. So, you know what? I've learned a few things along the way, but that's what you get. I've also got a little bit of silver splasher paint, like 2 tins of that. I haven't used either yet, which is a bit awkward. But, you know, battle damage comes and goes, so yeah. The other things I've found, and you should try and keep an eye out for these, medical supplies. Kind of looks like that could be used for a bit of zombie vial, you know, medicine vials, things like that. But yeah, you're going to go to it. Over in the back you may see a bit of metal tubing, some wood, some foam, pipes, stuff like that. You know, small things used in a lot of DIY stuff. So another good thing to have is some proper tools. Screwdrivers, pliers, hacksaw, gloves when you're painting definitely, rulers, and a respirator, especially if you're using spray paints. You can do it outside, still grab one of those. You definitely don't want paint and particles and things flying into your throat, mouth, nose. They are just nasty. Now this is one of the other toys that I sort of got a while ago. It's another one of the M4s, but This one obviously hasn't been blinged up. This one doesn't work. There's no batteries in it, but even with batteries, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. You can see there, definitely a toy if the red didn't give it away for you. Pretty much all these toys I've gotten from a very, very, well, he'll kill me if I don't say good looking and handsome dude. Or maybe not the dude part, but the action man himself, the action figure Brad Towner, who runs Armored Heaven, armoredheaven.com.au. Go check that out. He does ship Australia wide. And he's very, very good, cheap price, stuff like that. So, one thing I have done up with the yellow tip, you may not really be able to see it, you may see it just in this final ring. There's been a bit of gouge work, and that's from one of these that I've got. You can sort of see inside. That's, you know, basically it. 3 guesses what this is. Just slide over the end. Find those grooves to match up. Yeah. Does give a little bit of wobble. Not sure how well you'll be able to see that. But this is plastic. This is aluminium, I believe. And I'm pretty sure that it will never ever work if you're firing a bullet to silence it by any means. So, look, if you're one of those guys that actually does have access to rifles for hunting or anything like that, don't get one of these and expect to then go on a spree, because it's not going to work, and it's also highly illegal. Bipod for the front as well. I got this online. I actually got 2 for the price of 1 because the guy that sent the first one obviously didn't check it out very well when he sent it, and it was well, kind of damaged and very dirty and stuff like that. So these do extend out a little bit as well, but you know what? I think that works just fine. Obviously it doesn't turn, it's just standard legs. So they are 2 of the mods that I'll be doing to this one as well. I do want to try and take out the, and I definitely need to give this a good dusting, the red plastic I do want to take out. And one of the metal poles over the back there, I'll probably slide down along the middle. Or even maybe, I don't know. Possibly the wood or the metal, just to give that extra bit of support. Hopefully I can sort of get it down through here. I may even have to shorten this bit here, where it sort of tapers in. And just sort of have the metal or the wood stick out there. You know. Sort of adding there. I always do that. When I'm taking it apart to sort of move it or things like that, because I don't want to give people the wrong idea either, I always forget that this should go back on first. Right handguard, pretty straightforward. Stick this back on now. Fit. Because it's all plastic, apart from, let's see, the bipod, the silencer mod, whichever way you can see that there, the green laser pointer, there's all props, it doesn't get used out and about and things like that, because, you know, they actually are quite restricted. Goes on. Let's have a look. Move this around. Alright. Then to sort of sit up on top as well, it will go over, if I can find where it sort of lines up here. Get them there, do it. Alright. So nice quick reflex, which does light up green and red. Not that you can really see those, but you know what, we'll give it a try if you can, if you can't. A bit of green. And it goes across, you're seeing that at least, but No, we'll stick that back over. More than likely couldn't see that, but oh well. Yeah, it's probably the easiest one to sort of see there. Hopefully you can. If you can't, oh well. All the way out the back. And just more props. So this one's probably the most annoying part to add on as well that I have found. Let's see here. You can more than likely use the end of this. Yes, that works well. This is completely hollow. This is 100% toy right here. Even the gun itself, at best, has maybe, oh hell, I wouldn't even know. Size-wise, maybe tablespoons worth of metal in it. Most of that would be the wire and stuff like that. The light bulb. There are lights that do run up along the barrel. But yeah. Green laser pointer, as I said. So see that. Red dot Scott. Red dot sight. Wow. I didn't think that. Stick it over. And there we go. This doesn't do anything as far as I can tell. This doesn't move. No parts of it move. Completely hollow. But what I'll basically be doing for this, turn that off, is taking it apart, as I said, removing the red plastic, then adding like a bit of barrel through it as well. We'll get because it is slightly shiny, we get a flat matte black coating to it. Also, so if it scratches, fingers crossed, it's just taking a bit of the paint off first. I will fill all the screw holes on it, because I won't really need to take it apart when it's done. And probably shorten that barrel a little bit as well. So the orange will have to go back on to whatever I've got, so that I can take this off and still show people it is a toy in between filming, but that can also then connect onto it when needed. So, but as you can see, that sort of comes apart, that needs to be glued down again. But see if I can show. Yeah, so that does extend out. Got a little bit of a difference there. And it should actually, it goes that part again. I don't know. Again, toy parts, they're not, the sturdiest, but you can't really get airsoft guns in Australia, and you definitely can't get the real ones. So, I'm working with what I've got here, people. Toys are toys, but we'll see what we can do. Some of the toys, like this first one that I had, that I showed you, come with plastic silencers, like that. Like that's how I was originally going to have this first one, but you know what, oh well. It was just not to be. It broke, and although that one was definitely a bit shinier than the M7 that I've got here, it's a bit of a comparison. It's more the coating that's making it shiny, and the fact that this has a bit of texture to it. This had it before I put the black coating on it, so yeah, like this one that's flat, bit of texture here, flat, textured, flat, grips. That flat parts do come out shiny. The textured parts have a bit of that coating there that you can sort of see, but I'm pretty sure that I can make it look good and work well for film and props, and let's just wait for this to go past. You know what? Let's do something a little different. Here we go. Oh, the camera's getting warm. Being in the sun will do that. You can sort of see my spraying center here. And possibly the fan. So look, there's a little bit of work that needs doing, but I think I can make it work well. Like this metal here as well. It's not the strongest. It does wobble a little bit, but you stick that inside, support it up, maybe a bit of gap sealer that I've got there, and I think it'll work out well. So look, I will keep you guys all updated on how this is going, and once it's done, maybe even give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek into what it is actually going to be used for. But until that time, this is Adrian or GM Camulus, and you guys should all take care and stay safe.